Goldberg made some remarks this week on The View that shocked many people, especially in the Jewish community.
The Holocaust isn't about race.
No.
No, it's not about
maybe
race.
ethnicity.
Well, they
No,
consider
it's
Jews
about
a different race.
But it's not about race. It's not about
Well,
race.
what is it about?
Because it's about man's inhumanity to man. That's what it's about.
But it's about white supremacy. It's
Well,
about
but
going
it's not-
after
it's
Jews
not about
and
race.
gypsies
It's
and
But these are two
Romans.
white groups of people.
Well, they
How
were
do we
after black
They
people
didn't see
too.
them as white.
And they were
But
after
you're missing the
homosexuals.
point. You're
Yeah.
missing the point.
Yeah.
The minute you turn it into race, it goes down this alley. Let's talk about it for what it is. It's how people treat each other. It's a problem. It doesn't matter if you're black or white, because black, white, Jews, everybody eats each other. So if you're uncomfortable, if you hear about mouse, should you be worried? Should your child say, oh my God, I wonder if that's me? No, that's not what they're gonna say. They're gonna say, I don't wanna be like that.
Now, if you haven't listened to the entire episode, or at least the 5 minutes leading up to Goldberg's comments, it might be helpful to understand the context of the conversation. Goldberg and her co-host were talking about required books that are being removed from schools, such as To Kill a Mockingbird and Mouse, because of the racist content that's littered throughout. Their conversation rested on the graphic novel Mouse that captures the story of the author's father, who is a Polish Jew and Holocaust survivor. And I have not read The Survivor's Tale myself, but after doing some research, I'm definitely interested in looking further into it. In the middle of talking about the importance of pushing back on personal beliefs in a classroom setting to prepare our kids to go out into the real world, Goldberg interjects about the Holocaust. She said the Holocaust is not about race. It's about man's inhumanity to man. Now let me be clear. Goldberg has already made a public apology for hurtful and wrong remarks. However, I would like to examine her thoughts and see if there's any truth to what she said. I don't think she really meant to say anything inaccurate or unhelpful to the conversation. It's evident that Adolf Hitler hated the Jews because of the mere fact that they were Jews. Thomas Fuchs, who wrote a concise biography on Adolf Hitler, emphasized Hitler's anti-Semitic rationale. If the Germans were a separate and superior race, then, so went the argument, that there had to be an abysmally inferior race. One could not be defined without the other. Thus, degradation of the Jews, including German Jews, became an integral part of German self-identification. I'll be honest, Goldberg's statement was astounding. How could she claim that the Holocaust wasn't about race? It's well documented throughout history that Hitler's objective was complete genocide of the Jewish people. But let's get to the core of Goldberg's real point. It's about man's inhumanity to man. Now, this thought is profound and should be considered when we talk about racism. Racism exists because of hatred. The questions every person should be asking themselves: why is it evil to hate? Or how about, is it evil to hate? How you and I answer those questions determines how we respond to social issues and engage in cultural conversations, especially like those we saw on The View this week. A more accurate statement would be the roots of the Holocaust went deeper than racism. It was hatred. Jesus taught love is the only virtue that overcomes hatred, even to our enemies. Ye have heard that it hath been said, Thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you. You're tuned in to Actual Faith. My name is Jeremy, and this channel and podcast is committed to building the faith of Christians through a biblical worldview. Be sure to subscribe and like this video if you're enjoying the content. And remember, faith is not a blind leap of ignorance. Actual faith is trusting and believing the unknown because of the known. If you would like to see my response to more cultural issues, check out these videos here.